Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer.
Fans feel much the same way. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Politano. Played it early. Big header! Harmlessly behind. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Dani Olmo. Played out to the left flank. Great vision. Hernandez gets into some space. Hernandez with the delivery. And that's been well dealt with. De Bruyne. Hoyland. Now it's Politano. No, that was never going to make it. Dani Olmo. Oliveira. And he's forced to go back. Over to the other side. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Politano could try cutting inside here. Nice sequence of passes, this. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rice. Now Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dani Olmo. It's run loose here. Politano. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Hoyland. That has been slung wide. He is just caressing the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. Bruno Fernandes. Upamecano. Dani Olmo. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. Gilmore. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's looking wide. Played out to the right. Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Skims one in. They've played it short. Decent chance! Goal! Inter! There is the breakthrough! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Searching pass he's played there. Foot in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior did well to step in there. That was more than... He's one-on-one! Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Dani Olmo in with the challenge. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Rice, Upamecano, and it's Alexander-Arnold.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Deep cross. It's a goal kick. And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Inter really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Inter Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. There's the start of the second half. Lobotka, out to the right. He's in space and looking for options. He's on it, can he get away? And this is De Bruyne.
De Bruyne really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Hernandez. Throw in. Gilmour. He shifted it to the flank. Mbappe is onto this. McAllister. Hernandez. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a cute ball, good take. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Politano. Gilmour. That pass isn't the best. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been taken short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gilmour goes back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Pass somewhat off target. Gilmour played out towards the right wing. Crosses it in. It's a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Lobotka. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good spread. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And here's De Bruyne. Well, that has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. And he was alert to it. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Dani Olmo gets into a good position. That's very neat. Mbappe, can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il numero 13.
Neymar.
Il
Well
numero
seen,
15.
saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. De Bruyne. Just 5 minutes left. Højlund. Now it's McTominay. Oh, played right into his path. He rises! They've scored! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Nice control.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
He's in a good position here. Shot at goal! In for the pieces! Spinazzola. Now Gilmour. Spinazzola. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's that, the end. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a performance you can't really complain about, both in terms of inspiration and industry. It was a hard-working win, but when necessary, they were able to call upon that creativity and the ability to dig in.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Grazie.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Olmo. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, it's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vinicius Junior.
That's a modern defender's instinct.
Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I'm Eric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Vinicius Junior. Yuri. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gurzetta, and it's Sunset. Rice makes the interception. Neither side yet able to find the net. And the return pass. Mbappe. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Tries to pass it. Vinicius Junior! Great defending, strong and determined. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe, and it's Olmo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Danny Vivian, driven forward. Gurzetta looks to get on the end of this. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. That's an excellent interception. Leque. Now Leque. Berenguer. And it's Bershish. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Spread it left. Yuri puts them all in. Bruno Fernandes. And Hernandez. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Olmo. McAllister. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Ruiz de Galarreta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, and it's made its way to him. Knocks it into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Leque. Williams. Vinicius Junior. Leque. Now Danny Vivian. That's been drilled forward. Nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Dani Olmo. Passes short and sharp. He's going for goal! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There is the breakthrough! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Berenguer bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes could move up a gear here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now he's off and running. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Olmo.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Bilbao finding their passes. Leque. Inter Milan keep calm in the face of danger. Rice attempts a clearance.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is there, and he can get that clear. Has a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far, played out wide, and it's Hernandez.
That's good play from him.
Elects to cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Can he get on the end of this? Leque. Williams. Urzeta.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's picked his way through. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 30,
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Ah, such a clever touch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Get a throw in. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Hernandez. Darmian. And it's Rice. Now Neymar. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He's in space and looking for options. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bilbao making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Neymar. Very much into the last knockings. And it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Hernandez. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Nico Williams. And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is can he finish? Goal! Inter! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That was a given, it always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's McAllister. McAllister running with the ball, thinks about the shots, big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Schick. There they go, hunting in packs. Lofted in. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Inter Milan are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in space and looking for options. Bullish header! No, not the best of headers. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. It's a throw-in. Spread it left. Very nicely done. Hernandez. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Garcia. Grimaldo. Garcia. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers the ball. Upamecano getting this one clear. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, this could be a chance. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Grimaldo. Garcia. Ambitious ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Incoming delivery. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Palacios. Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Palacios. Oh, good spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Palacios. It's a promising position. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Darmian. Rice. And Upamecano. Hernandez. Schick. McAllister. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Palacios. And he's picked it up out wide. Rice.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Shoots! And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Great work on the overlap. Bruno Fernandes. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's sick! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Turns and goes back. Bayer Leverkusen can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
It's not an especially good pass, that. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Passing is crisp and sharp. Andrik. Palacios. And it's Grimaldo.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Oh, good read.
80.113
That was well
spettatori.
played, well stopped.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. He carries far too far and out of play. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Cristiano Ronaldo to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Numero 15, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, spread out to the left. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ball's gone out of play. Hernandez. Bruno Fernandes. Garcia. Out to the left it goes. Bruno Fernandes. And Inter now could counter-attack. Quality ball. Ronaldo has it in a wide position. Hit into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. "75 minutes played. Neymar. Inter Milan finding their passes. Neymar goes steaming forward. And it's Rice. McAllister. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That's been slipped through. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Cambio di giocatori.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. He's dealt with that really well. Palacios. Well, that looks a decent ball. Hernandez makes the interception. Palacios is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neymar. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Distributed tidily. Cross in. And that has been knocked clear. That's at the end. Inter Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.